Let me open log on. So before starting the practical things, I will tell you again. So how does the delta works in the ECC systems, means for the logistic data source. So first of all, whenever in the traditional system, how does it works? Whenever we update a data, can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see this.
So whenever we update a data or modify a data, it will go to an outbound queue. Okay, outbound queue T code is SMQ1. Okay, from SMQ1, it has to go to RSA7, which is a BW delta queue maintenance. So in order to move the data from SMQ1 to RSA7, we will schedule a job at the background. So while doing practically, I will show you how to schedule the jobs. And from RSA7, whenever the delta info package, this is for traditional system I'm saying about, where we will have info package. So whenever we execute the info package, it will extract the data from RSA7 and it will load into the PSA. Okay, PSA is nothing but the persistent staging area. Whenever we create a data source, a persistent staging area will get created automatically, which is a table, temporary table. Okay, from PSA, we have to load the data to standard DSO via DTP. Means whenever you execute a DTP, the data will get extracted from PSA and it will load into standard DSO. From standard DSO, you can again move it to InfoQ using a DTP. Using a DTP, that's it. So InfoQ will be a reporting layer, and from on top of InfoQ, we'll have a composite provider, which will not have any data, physical data. Okay. So if you run the data preview for composite provider by default, you can see the data that is in the InfoQ, which is under the composite provider. So this is for a traditional BW system I'm saying about. Now let's come to the BW4HANA system. So even traditional, when I say traditional system, even it is applicable for BW on HANA system as well, where we have info package still. Okay, but when it's come to BW4HANA, there is no info package as of now. It is only the DTP. To extract the data from the source as well, we are using the info package. Sorry, we are using the DTP, data transfer process. So here it is same. The process is same. So first, whenever the user updates or modifies the data, it will come to SMQ1 outbound queue. Okay, from there, a job will load, means ODQmon. It will load the data into ODQmon. This ODQmon is the only difference between the traditional system and then the BW4HANA system. Okay, so in the traditional system, we will have something called RSA7, which is a BW delta queue maintenance. Whereas here we will have ODQmon, which is operational data provision, or ODP, which is called operational data provisioning, for which the T code is ODQmon. The advantage is whenever the data comes into ODP, it will not have the data with respect to any BW systems. Okay, so we can connect this source system with n number of BW systems, and we can use the same data source for different BW systems. Okay, but in the traditional BW system, it will be like for one queue can be used for only one BW system. But here in the BW4HANA system, one queue can be used for multiple systems. Okay, so no need of saving the same data again and again in multiple queues in the ODP, operational data provisioning system. That will avoid us the help to store the data again and again, and will save the disk storage or the main memory storage. Okay, so let me open the system. I want you to help me to update the data in a sales order.
Yeah.
So hope you understood what I said.
It's a bit confusing, but okay, that's fine. It is confusing because I will not be able to recollect what is the difference, but it's okay.
Okay.
It will be easier.
Okay. Okay.
What do you want to do? Now, control
first I will show you, then if you make an entry, I can show you how the data gets.
Okay.
So LBWE. So here you can see sales and distribution, where we will have header item, schedule line data. Okay. First of all, let me check if we have any data in SMQ1 for that particular data source. So can you, I will give you control now. Can you make entry now? Sales order, header item or schedule line, anything is fine. So I gave you access. You can make an entry for a sales order item or header data or schedule line data, anything is fine. இன்னைக்கு 12 actually. Okay, we are creating for last month.
இல்ல நான் created by பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கேன். யாராவது பண்ணிருக்காங்க. I want to see the latest data. இல்லனா என்ன ஆகுது, you don't know what.
Yeah, I got it.
கவிதா யாரோ கிரியேட் பண்ணிருக்காங்க அவனோட ஆர்டர்.
Okay. You can modify, it's not a problem.
இல்ல So let's say நான் வந்து இது வேணாலும் எடுக்கலாம் இல்லையா? I'll take this. Okay. இல்லதான் ஒண்ணும் இல்லையா? என்ன வேணா வரலாம். டம்ப் கொடுக்கறது எல்லாமே என்ன தெரியல, இது இவங்களோட சிஸ்டம் சரியா இருக்கா? சேஞ்ச் பண்ண
ஆல்ரெடி என்ட்ரி வச்சிருக்காங்க. So
let's take ஏதாவது ஒன்று எடுப்போம். ஆர்டர் ரீசன் எடுப்போம்.
You can modify also. It's not like you have to make a new entry. You can modify something.
Key figures modify பண்ணலாமா?
Everything is fine.
It accepts. இல்ல தலைவா, ஏதோ ஷார்ட் டேர்ம் கொடுக்கறது சேஞ்ச் எக்ஸெப்ட் பண்ணிக்க மாட்டேன் எதுவும்.
எனக்கு இது பத்தி ஐடியா இல்ல.
டோட்டலா ஷார்ட் டேர்ம் பே கொடுக்கறது. Why is this giving me a short dump? ஏதோ ஒரு modify பண்ணா கூட give me a short dump.
Okay, reference.
ஷார்ட் டேர்ம் கொடுக்கறது. Okay, let's see. எனக்கு ஒரு நிமிஷம் இருங்க. நான் let us create a new order. அந்த ஆர்டர் அப்படியே காப்பி பண்றேன்.
Okay.
Let us see. Type ZH 7 0. Okay.
சும்மா அதனா I think it is a
Yeah, it's okay.
saved. It has been saved. I think it created an entry. That's fine.
இருங்க ஒரு நிமிஷம் பார்த்துடலாம்.
Hmm.
3 2
Okay. Fine. That's more than enough.
ஒன்றும் மெட்டீரியல்லாம் ஒன்றும் இல்லை இருங்க. Let's take some material out. இது ஹெடர்ல தான் வந்திருக்கும். சேஞ்ச் பண்றேன்.
Okay.
இந்த கிறிஸ்மஸ்ல உங்களால ஃப்ரீயா வச்சுக்க முடியுமா? இந்த we can have a class on every day from 22nd.
Yeah.
எங்களுக்கு
I can. But ஆனா எனக்கு ஆபீஸ் வந்துட்டு
நீங்க கார்னருக்குள்ள வச்சுக்கலாம்.
ஆனா காலையில 10:30 தான் என்னால முடியும் ஆக்சுவலா.
10:30 is okay because அன்னைக்கு லீவ் தானே, சோ அதனால எனக்கு ப்ராப்ளம் இல்ல. I can leave.
Okay.
ஒரு 5 o'clock it should be fine. அந்த கிறிஸ்மஸ் டைம்ல 10 days வந்து எங்களுக்கு லீவ் இருக்கும். I'm not doing anything in Christmas. So
fine.
வந்து it will be easier if you அப்போ கொஞ்சம் நிறைய கவர் பண்ணலாம் கிரவுண்ட்.
Yeah, sure, கண்டிப்பா.
அந்த பண்ணலாம். அதுதான். I think this should be enough. ஓகேங்களா? ஐட்டம்ல என்ன பண்ணாலும் டவுன் படிக்கிறது தலைவா.
Okay, so let's not update the item as of now. நம்ம will go
ஐட்டம்ல என்ன பண்ணாலும் டம்ப் படிக்கிறது. I think that is why there's some problem with the system. What the problem? ஐட்டம்ல என்ன பண்ணாலும் டம்ப் படிக்கிறது. Header is accepting it.
Okay. So
the order number வந்து 32292 தலைவா. At least header வரதான்.
Okay.
யார் உங்க இது அட்மின் தெரியுமா? இவங்கிட்ட சொல்லுங்க.
இந்து கிட்ட தான் ஆக்சுவலா எனக்கு இந்து தான் சிஸ்டம் வாங்கி கொடுத்தாங்க. அவங்களுக்கு தான் தெரியும் எனக்கு.
இல்ல இது வேணாலும் பண்ணலாம். பில்லிங் டாக்குமெண்ட் என்ன பண்ணலாம்? ட்ரை பண்ணி பார்க்கலாம். பில்லிங் டாக்குமெண்ட் பண்ண முடியும் ஆர்டர் இல்ல.
Okay. Actually it has to create an entry here. LBWE sales order billings பண்றேன்னு சொல்றீங்களா? இட்ஸ் பில்லிங்கோட டேட்டா சோர்ஸ் இங்க கொடுக்கவே இல்லை நமக்கு ஆக்சுவலா. Let me reactivate this.
Header தான் இருக்கு.
Okay, I will only make an entry and then I'll show you mostly. So let me activate it. It's already active, but still I'm activating it again. So while activating, it will ask for the transport. So you can create a new transport.
Transport just local object.
By default, it will ask me. Without transport, it will not allow us to activate. So I will activate again. Okay. So it got activated. Activate. See in the paranga. See, there is a difference here. Why we have actually, when I try to see the data in SMQ1, I am unable to see the data. Okay, I am unable to see the entry which you have made actually for the sales header. Okay,
first அந்த இதுக்கு போங்க நீங்க உங்க நோட்பேட் வச்சிருக்கீங்க.
Okay. This is the first one. First, it has to come as soon as you update or modify the data, it has to come to SMQ1. So this is the SMQ1 T code. Okay. So SMQ1 is nothing but the outbound queue. Here, if you see the T code transactional code SMQ1, this is the outbound queue. As soon as you update or insert an entry, it has to come here. Okay. So it is not came here because here we have something called queued delta and direct delta. Our sales and distribution is there. No, it's a direct delta. So whenever the update mode is direct delta, so it will skip this particular step and it will go directly to code queue mode. Okay, so let me change it to queued delta. So I'm changing it. It is changed. Can you make an entry now?
I can create another.
Yes. I gave you an access already. You can use it.
Okay, VL தான் பண்ணுவோம். Okay, sales order தான் பண்ணுவோம் இல்லையா? Okay.
Yeah. ब्लास्ट करने की जाली खा रहा है निकालने के जाने
சும்மா நம்ம டெஸ்டிங்காக மட்டும் தான் டெல்டா வருதா இல்லையா கியூக்கு அப்படிதான். ஸோ அதில் டேட்டா வந்து நிறைய இருக்கணும்னு அவசியம் கிடையாது. ஜஸ்ட் டெஸ்டிங் பர்பஸ் தான்.
line item போட மாட்டேங்குது. I don't know why.
That's okay. நமக்கு we will see only any one entry. See if it is header also, it's okay.
Okay, no problems. It's there. Is that 32293?
Okay, 32293 is the data. 32293. SMQ1 and 8. So can you see here? Our sales order is a. Oh my God, what happened? Okay, our sales order is a 11 component. Okay, a component 11, application component 11. And what are you doing something?
No.
See here, our sales and distribution is component number. Each and every module will have its component. So as you are DCC person, you know it already. So purchasing component is 02, shop floor control is 04, sales and distribution is 11 component. Okay, so whenever you update an entry for sales and distribution data, it will create a queue here in SMQ1. It will create an entry MCEX. So the names will be, it's a standard name, MCEX 11. Okay, it has you made in one entry. Okay, if you go inside this, So transaction recorded. It has to report activation. Okay, once it comes to ODQ more, it will show the data for it. Okay, here it will not show in MCMQ. So it made an entry here in SMQ1, as I said, 1 minute.
Control எடுத்துருங்க. Take back your control. You want.
So it made an entry here. From here, if the data has to move to RSA 7, here it will not be RSA 7, it is ODQ mon because this is ODP enabled. Okay, when I say ODP enabled, the entries for that particular data source should be available in a table called rows attribute. So in this, if you see to LIS underscore 11 item data, so it is existing. Okay, so the entry should be there for this. Let me put star. See, we have for header, item, conditions, schedule line. These two I'm not aware. This is again item, schedule line, and then this is also I'm not aware. So this is header, item, and then the schedule line. So all these three are there in the rows ATTR table. So which means it is available for ODQ1, means ODP, operational data provisioning. So can you remember, just remember this, we have an entry for sales and distribution in SMQ1, outbound queue. So from here, I'm going to extract the data and put it into the ODQ mon. So for that, I have to run the job at the backend. Okay, so here we have something called job control. Okay, remember this is very important. We'll have a lot of things. Just click on the job control. So here we can give the start date, when it has to start. For me, it has to start immediately.
What have you done? We have made a change to the delta. Sorry, we have made a change to a sales order. And then what did you do?
Okay. Sales order, so because see here you should understand this update and then update mode is there. So update mode is we have let me show you here. We have a direct update, queue to delta update, and unserialized V3 update. Okay. So first we will be using only these two for the OTP. One is direct delta update, one is queue delta update. Okay. So queue delta update, if we use a direct delta update, it will directly go to, I'll write it in the notepad, update mode for logistic data source. Okay, delta update, direct update. So whenever you updated the data for a sales order item header or schedule line, what it does is to update or modify a data. It will not go to SMQ1, okay? It will go to RSA 7 directly. That is the direct update method. So it will go to RSA 7, which is a BW delta queue maintenance. It will skip this one step alone. It will not go to SQ1. But the disadvantage of this is here the data will go in any order. Okay. So in some cases, actually mostly in all the logistic data source, the data should go in order, which means if you are creating a document, sales document 1 and 2, it should go to SMQ1. From there, it has to go to RSA 7. Then only the data will go in order. If you use the direct update, now what it does is it will directly update in the RSA7. There, document 1 and 2 will be there. It can be in any order. It's not necessary the document 1 should be in first and then 2 should be in the second. Okay, it can go in any order. So it will be wrong. The data will be wrong. Like if you are updating the document number 1 again, let's say first time document 1 you have updated given sales amount as 2000. So second time again you are updating the same sales document with the sales amount 3000. Okay, so at that time you are updating the same sales document twice. In that case it has to go in order to the BW system. For that we need SMQ and outbound queue. Okay, only in this queue it will go in order, whereas in RSA7 it will not go in order. It will go in any order. Okay, and it gets saved in any order. So that should not be the case. For that purpose, we are using queued delta. If you don't want even the sales order in any order, you can go with the direct delta so that it will skip this step. This SMQ and outbound queue will not be there. So as of now, I have made the sales order as queued delta. So you made an entry in the base table. It came here to SMQ1, which is an outbound queue. So it came to outbound queue. From here to from outbound queue, it has to go to ODQ mode. For that, I have to run a job. I can schedule a job in the background that will run for every 15 minutes. It depends, like however you are scheduling, it will trigger as per the timing which we are mentioning. So here job control. This T code is again LBWE. Job control, start date. Okay, let me know if I'm going fast. Raja?
Yeah, it's okay.
So here, if I click immediate, the job will run immediately. So here we have a date and time. You can mention at what date, what time it has to trigger. So let's say I'm mentioning today's date. Current time I'll give. Let me give 33. Okay. So it will start now, and then here we have something called periodic values, which means if I click on hourly, it will run every 1 hour. Okay, from this time 7:33, this job will run once. Again, it will run at 8:33:21, and then 9:33. For every 1 hour, it will run. If I mention daily, then see, today it will run at 7:33. Again, on tomorrow it will run at 7:33. So it's like every day at 7:33, it will run only once in a day. Okay, so weekly, if I say, it will run every week on the same day. Saturday, today I'm mentioning on Saturday, so every week it will run. So it's like monthly on first of every day it will run. Okay, so other periods if you want to mention. So month, so start job every month means here if I say 1, no, it will run first of every month. If I mention 2, it will run second of every month. If I mention 3, it will run third of every month. So similarly in weeks also, if I mention second 2 means it will run second day of every week. Okay, days also. Here actually I can mention the days. If I mention like only days in the sense, I can mention like on which particular day it has to run. So like that, I will tell you the values for these days. So how means like every 15 hours, every 2 hours, every 3 hours. It is like if I mention 2 hours, every 2 hours it will run. If I mention 3, every 3 hours it will run. So if I mention 15, like here minutes, if I mention 15, for every 15 minutes will run. Okay. So you are getting this one all right?
Yeah, this is okay. This is there in ECC as well, so that's fine. I'm interested. The update mode queue is done. That is what I'm just finding out.
Okay, let me take immediate now.
Okay.
So immediate, I'm not checking this periodic job. If I check it, it will run every day at this time. So save it. So I have just took immediate. I have to give the print parameter. By default, it is LP01 for all the systems. System cannot stop. 52 columns of
Oh, that's okay. Ignore பண்ணுங்க. It's all right. It's a
yeah,
warning only. It's only.
I got that. So schedule the job here. So now the job got scheduled. Let me go and check it in. Here itself you can check job overview. See, the job got scheduled and it is finished. Okay, this is the LIS job. The naming convention is like this one: LIS BW application. For 11 component, it is 11. For 02 component, it will be 02. 02 is a purchasing order component. So as per the component name, only this will get varied. Let me show you the job in SM37. SM37. See here. So this is the job log. So processing of extraction queue MCEX11. So this is the queue which I have shown you in SMQ1. SMQ1. Now the queue will be deleted because the data has been extracted from there. Okay, see, you can't see that queue because that data has been extracted from that queue. So now the queue is empty. So it will not be visible here in this system. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So that queue has been processing of extraction queue MCEX11 successfully ended. RSA7. This is old system, so it will not have any entries here because this is S4 HANA system where we will not have BWQ maintenance at all. So we have to go to ODP. ODQ1 is the T code to go to ODP. Here we have a provider, which is a BW data source provider. Select this. See, can you see here? We made entry for sales document header and item.
Yeah.
Okay, so it came here. Business warehouse. Let me choose the data source. To LIS_11_header. Let me go here. Okay, I have to. First of all, I have to run the TTP, then only it will come here. So as of now, the sales document header and then item data is there. So I have to initialize it in the BW system. Then only I can extract the data. So all the standard content you can find under this info area, IMO BCTC, SAP HANA optimized business content. FICO sales order comes under this. Data flow. Object. Okay. You have updated header data and SCL, right?
No, I didn't. I couldn't do the lines. It gave me a dump.
So only header data you have updated.
I've updated only the header data.
Okay, so this is the this is the
purchasing parameter. Can we do a purchase?
That day first we have tried purchase and you are unable to update the entry for the purchase.
No, sales data தான் பார்த்தோம். Purchasing.
No, first we have tried for purchase. Then so okay, if you want to make entry for purchase, we can make an entry now.
I think I can do that. That's a good idea.
Okay, I'll give control 1 minute. Okay. Take your control. I will close these systems now. 1 minute. I will give you the system.
Sorry.
So as of now, purchase is component 2, and you could not see any. So just for your information, you could not see any. I will show you what 02 F8. You cannot see any entries here for 02. Okay. So now you can make entry for purchasing. Yeah. make an entry. You can edit the entry also. That's not it.
Flow time வருதா? இவ்வளோ டைம் வருதா இது? ஐயோ,
அதான் ரொம்ப லேட் ஆகுது. ஒரே ஒரு நிமிஷம், எனக்கு ஒரு கால் வருது. ஒரு கிவ் மீ டைம் மினிட். I'll go on mute 1 minute. Sorry. 1 minute. I'll go on mute. 1 minute system control கொடுங்க எனக்கு. entries போட்டுங்களா? Hello?
இல்லையா நீங்க சொன்னீங்க you take the controlன்னு சொன்னீங்க.
No. அதுக்கப்புறம் okay, you can take the control. That's it, I'm done.
Oh,
Sorry.
I thought you wanted to do something, so I left it.
No. I left it.
Okay. So let's say நான் வந்து இதை சேஞ்ச் பண்றேன்.
It's throwing an error.
Correct?
Statistical delivery is in the past.
No, that's okay. This is not maintained by purchasing. Still contains 40 items. Okay, that's fine. Then
Materials history is not maintained in plant 1010.
let's do one thing.
Hello.
one நிமிஷம்.
Jeevan, Arul. Sorry. Bye.
Okay. Quantity change பண்ணிட்டேன். And I will change the payment terms change.
Okay.
Payment header வந்து payment term change பண்ணேன். Always change that. So header level data இருக்கும். Okay.
Actually நமக்கு schedule line மட்டும் தான் இருக்கு data source purchaseல.
Okay, delivery schedule line இருக்குல இங்க இருக்கு delivery schedule. That should do.
So you have added schedule line, no? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Because we have okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I'll take a screenshot of this 1 minute. Okay, you can do changes. Yeah, I gave you the access.
You can take the access.
Okay, fine. So entries are made. Why it is not coming? Okay, so you have made the entries for purchase order, right? LBWV is the T code. Purchasing. So here we have under the schedule line.
LBWV. Sorry.
LBWE.
LBWE. Okay.
This is for logistic data extraction.
Okay.
Okay. So again LBWE. Here we have purchasing, in which we have a structured schedule line. Okay. So let me go to SMQ1, which is an outbound queue. SMQ1 F8. See, 02 only you made entries for, right? You made entries for MCX02, right? See here, it came here.
What is that?
This is the data for purchasing document.
Okay.
Okay, I told you, no, first it will go to the SMQ.
And the create பண்ணீங்கன்னா அந்த purchasing document இருக்கணும் இல்லையா? இதெல்லாம் purchasing document தானே. So இதெல்லாம்
இல்ல இது வந்து queue தான் actually.
How do you know which purchasing document has been made a change? Yeah.
That I have to extract and then I'll show you. After extracting, I'll show you.
Okay.
Okay, so you made 2 entries. I will show you after extracting.
நீங்க இருக்கும் அது போங்க மேல போங்க. There is a purchasing order there. Purchase order இருக்கா மாதிரி இருக்கு. இல்ல அதுலயே பண்ணுங்க. 4500. Somewhere you should be able to figure it out. Okay, நீங்க பண்ணுங்க.
This is then function name. Here it will not show the values. I know it's not like it will show you, but I have a shared 00162. These are all the length of the table. Anything else? So I have to schedule the job now in order to extract the data from SMQ1 to ODQ mode. So I have to schedule the job LBWE job control. So purchasing order here, job control, start date, immediate, save it, print parameter, save it, schedule job. Job has been scheduled. So job is finished now. So this is for component 12. Sorry, component 2. Okay. If you go to SMQ1, the queue will be deleted now. Okay. because the data has been extracted from here and it is loaded to ODQ mod. ODQ mod. We made for purchasing. Let me initialize the data request, deleting it, delta init all. Number, purchasing. Data source. Let me run the delta init here for purchasing. Purchasing will come under supply chain management. It is not yet set up here. I have to install. See, purchasing data flow is not yet set up here in this BW system. So as I taught you already, I will install the purchasing data flow now. BW4HANA. So do you know how to install the business content, right? BI content.
Yeah.
So again, I'm going to install. Previously, I have showed you how to install the AP. So now purchase ordering is not there in the system, BW system. So I have to install it. Data flow. So here is the data flow. Select object. So we have here purchase overview.
Yeah.
So this is the purchase order data flow. See, as it is not installed before, here the activation version available means if it is available, it will show green signal here. So as none of these things are available here, it is not showing any signal. It has to be installed for the first time. So everything is checked here by default. So I can go ahead and install it. So just like that, click on install. Install in the background. will take some time for installation. So there will be a job that is running in the backend. You can check the job logs. So we have to wait for this to complete. See, after installing, can you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are all in progress. So you can see this DPUR12 here from DPUR12, 22 actually, so 22. And this is table name slash B1H. H means HANA actually. In our traditional system, it will be slash BIO. O means the whichever the standard DSO. Whenever there is a standard DSO are there, the table name, the backend table will be created like active table, inbound table, new tables will be created at the backend. Okay, so the table names will start with slash BIO. Okay, that is for traditional system. But in our HANA system, it will open with BI, Business Intelligence HANA table, BAH slash A means active table, AD underscore PUR22. D underscore PUR22 is the TSO name, and 2 means that is for active table again. So you can see that ADSO, D underscore PUR22, right? So this is for that particular ADSO. It will have the tables on the back. Sorry. Sorry. It takes a lot of time to install actually.
இவ்வளவு டைம் ஆகுதா அது?
ஆமா. Actually, it will have lot of objects, formulas, engines, transformations.
பட் இது
routines
BI கண்டென்ட் தானே?
ஆமா. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் இன்ஸ்டால் ஆகுதுல்ல, ஸோ அதனால it will take time. So whenever you try to install a API controller, so always, so I have showed you, right, like try to install in the background. Okay. So if you directly install it, the system will install here itself. Okay, and then the system will not respond. It will get stuck sometimes. So if you get stuck, you have to go and kill the session in the task manager. At that time, it will not get installed properly. So it's always good to install in the background. உங்களுக்கு எங்கன்னா போகணுமா?
நான் ஒரு
இல்ல இல்ல
ஒரு ஹாஃப் அன் ஹவர்ல போகணும். I mean, half an hour I'll have to start getting ready. என் பசங்களா இன்னும் தூங்கிட்டு இருக்காங்க.
Okay, okay.
9 o'clock நான் போவேன் கிளம்புறேன். எங்களோட லோக்கல் டைம். இது இன்னைக்கு பிஐ கண்டென்ட் முடிச்சிடுவோம்.
Sure, sure. Number 10. See, இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா SCM இருக்கு இல்லையா, சப்ளை செயின் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட். ஸோ இது கீழே வந்துட்டு only material inventory management is there. Okay, once purchase order is installed, that will also appear here.
Okay.
See, can you see purchase order now? Procurement. So that also came. Data flow object. So this is the data flow. So let that job run. So that's not a problem. You can run. So here, this is our header item data. And then well, the transformation is getting installed actually. So our staging layer. This is corporate memory. Actually, we call it a staging layer. And then this is the EDW layer. In BW4HANA, the layers are like this: in corporate memory, EDW layer, and then the composite provider. Okay. Even if you see the info source here, you can see here. This is virtual data mart layer, integrated BWH layer, and then staging layer or corporate memory layer. Okay. Only these layers will be here. But in our traditional BW systems, first of all, the data will go to the staging layer, which is called a PSA. Okay. From PSC again it will get loaded to standard DSO, and then from standard DSO it will get loaded to the transformation layer DSO. Okay. From transformation layer it will go to reporting layer. It's like multiple layers of data, which is like we are storing the same data again and again as per the SAP standard in the traditional BW system. But in our case, the data will come, we will have only one layer, which is a single source of truth. From the source system, it will come directly to the EDW layer. So depending upon the company's requirement, if you want to load the data in the corporate memory, you can load it. If it is not needed, you can not necessarily load it. Can you see the lines here?
Yep.
See, from data source, it directly goes to info source. Info source does not store any physical data. From info source, it is going to EDW layer. Similarly, it is from data source, it is going to corporate memory also. Okay, from corporate memory, again, it goes to info source. From info source to, it will go to, it will go to
Data
this,
flow,
sorry?
Data flow, right?
Yeah, it's data flow. I'm just showing the data flow. So what I mean to say is from data source, the data will directly go to the EDW layer. So we have a path for this. From here, if you see, the data is going directly to the EDW layer. Okay. So it is like only one layer is enough to load, so store the data in BW4HANA system. But in the traditional system, what they will do, they will create a staging layer where they will store the data, then transformation layer, they will store the data again there, and then the info cube, which is a reporting layer, there also they will store the same data will be stored thrice, okay, which will be like affecting the storage, disk storage. Okay, we need a lot of memories like GBs, TBs of data to store the data. Okay, so here in this case, it is like only one time we are storing it, and it will be a single source of truth, which means we are not sometimes in the staging layer. Whenever there is a data discrepancy at the reporting layer, the user will come back to us saying that the data there is a data discrepancy. Then we have to check it in the each layer of data. We have to get where the data is missing. Sometimes while loading from staging layer to transformation layer, the data may miss or it will go mismatch because of the routines, programs, whatever you have written. Okay, so we have to check the data in each and every layer to check the discrepancy, and then we have to reload the data if there is any discrepancies. But in this case, it is like only one layer of data. If user comes back and says that there is a discrepancy in the data, we can check it in the EDW layer. So if it is missing in the EDW layer, we can always extract the data from the source system. Just like we can check it in the source if it is there in the source or not. And if it is there, we can extract that to BW system. So it's like one layer of data only, and it will avoid the disk storage space also, conceptions. So job is finished. So everything got installed. Let me refresh my HANA studio. See here, this transformation is not yet installed. So now the job is finished. I will have to refresh it. So whenever you are doing some changes, you have to refresh the info areas. So all these are installed. This is not installed. See, these things are now. These are installed. Let me check. Transformation. Create transformation. If you want to create a transformation, also you can create it. If the installation doesn't go smooth and if it is very important, you can install it. Here data source is my source. PRTN header. So to LIS underscore 02 underscore header. From HANA source system HE4 header. Transformation between these two already exist. So it is not coming into the data flow. See here we have a corporate memory. Under corporate memory layer we have 3 DS stores. So this is CMPUR10, right? So we have CMPUR10 transformation. So here we have it. It is not active. There may be some syntax error or something like that in the standard one. Let me check it. So it doesn't have any error. Let me activate. It got activated. So here actually in the data flow it is not showing the transformation, but here it is actually activated. So the transformation we have here, if it is not active, we can activate it manually. Now let me run the DTP for this. Delta DTP. Before running delta DTP, SC16. Schedule. Let me run the DTP. So delta DTP. And you see it will take a lot of records now because it's not taking any records as well. Replicate. Next. Finish. 10 minutes, we'll finish it off.
The 4 lakhs plan, 3 months extra, 3 months.
Can you make an entry for purchase order schedule line now? One more entry. Okay, 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. I will set up in BW system. See here, I'm just going to do setup for schedule line. So I have replicated the schedule line data source. So if you see here in the data source level, this is my schedule line. I have right clicked on the schedule line data source and just replicated it. While replicating, so whatever the data source that is available, the structures, everything in the source system, the same replication that will be replicated in the BW system. For that, we should replicate it. So it is replicated already, and here in the corporate memory. So I want this transformation under for corporate memory 12 to be active. Let me activate the transformation. It is active now. So the red signal is on. After that, let me create a DTP and take profit. Finish. ODQ1. Can you see here? Purchase order header is there here, right?
Yeah.
See, because I ran the purchase order header for DTP here, it came now. See, now purchase order. Let me in ODQ1, only you can see purchase order header. Purchasing data header.
Yeah,
Okay,
there
can you
was
see?
some data also. There was also data. There was some. I made the change to the line also.
That's what. See, until I have to initialize the particular DTP here, particular data source in the BW system, then only it will appear here. Okay, so as of now, I have initiated header only. Now I'm showing you schedule line. Okay, now I am going to run the schedule line. This is the delta DTP. Okay, I'm going to initialize it. Okay, just like that, if I run it, no, it will get initialized. Whenever you run a DTP for the first time, delta DTP for the first time, it will get initialized. You know what is initialization, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so see now you can see the schedule line. You can see the header. You can't see the schedule line at all. Just have a look if you can see the schedule line or not. You can't see the schedule line. Right? I'm going to initialize it now. Okay, I'm executing it. Now here I will refresh. Can you see the schedule line behind header? See, this is the DTP. You can see the same DTP in our system, 29Z, which we have triggered here. Okay, 29Z. So first time, as soon as you create a delta GTP, you have to initialize it. Then only it will appear here in the system. See here, 135 rows of record has been extracted. Okay, in our BW system. See this, I am showing it in S4 HANA system. Here also you see 135 records, which means our ODP Q1, right? This is ODP. Okay, this is a setup for S4 HANA system, not S4 HANA, BW4HANA system. This is a setup for BW4HANA system. So what it does is it has all the metadata of the BW system. If you go for the traditional system, no, it will not have any metadata. It will not have any info package details or how many rows it has been started. It will not have any details about it. Okay. So what you want is advantages. It will have all the metadata. Can you tell me the document number which you have updated?
45000 4 zeros.
4 zeros 3668. Set filter 45 4 zeros
3668.
Okay. 3668. It is not here. Let me check it in the BW system. Utilities, new data. That is purchase document number, right?
Mama.
What is the number?
3668.
That is purchase document number, right?
Mama.
Okay.
EBLN da. EBLN is the right one.
Until 3367, it is 3667, it is there. 368 is not there. Okay, then we should set up the init and then only we should run the 368. Do you remember the table, backend table name for
EKK.
purchase order? EKK.
Oh, EKK.
Four, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 6, 8. It is there here. Can we update the same record now? I'll give you control. Can you update it?
Yeah.
Simply change something, do some modification. Short text or anything is fine. PO quantity is also fine.
Yep.
It's not saved. Okay, saved. and take. So once it is saved, it will go to SMQ1. Right. I should trigger this. Means I should execute LBW LIS jobs to move it to ODQ1. Start immediate. Save. Print parameter. P01. Schedule job. It is completed. Finished. Now in SMQ1, that queue has to be cleared. It says it's cleared. Go to ODQ mode. Interview data source. I'm running the delta again. Execute. Okay, the delta will take some time to extract the data.
நம்ம என்ன பண்ணலாம் நாளைக்கு பார்க்கலாமா இத சரிங்களா okay
because see, remember that you have updated data because it depends on the BWOM setting. I told you, no, that there is a setting in this table BWOM underscore settings. Here, depending on these settings, no, it will get the data from SMQ1 to means from BW from SMQ1 to from delta Q to BW system. It will take around 1 hour 3600 seconds to reflect in our system.
Okay, அதை விட்டுறலாம் இப்போ and we'll come back tomorrow. இப்போ பண்ணிருக்கோம் இல்லையா அது.
Okay, so tomorrow we will start at the same time at 11:30.
Yep.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. Okay.